What's up, everybody? This is Skylar with Savage Truth 603, and boy, do we have some things to talk about today. We're going to start with Amy Coney Barrett because I don't think people realize the implications of this justice being appointed before the election. This is a huge deal. Let's get into it. Amy Coney Barrett, nominated by Trump as the newest Supreme Court justice. Democrats did their best to Brett Kavanaugh her, for lack of a better term. Didn't work. Why this is so important, I don't think people fully realize what's happening here. Because she's going to be appointed to the Supreme Court before the election, this paves the way for Trump to stop election manipulation and election fraud via these fake mail-in ballots. It's against the Constitution. It's unconstitutional to have this fraudulent ballot system where anybody and everybody can just send in a ballot, and who knows if the ballots are going to make it there or not. Our election is based off solicited ballots. All right. If you don't know the difference, a solicited ballot has to be requested. There's a process you go through, and people say things like, well, we've been doing mail-in voting for the history of the country. All the military does it, and blah, blah, blah. Wrong. That is wrong, and I'm so sick of hearing people say that. The military does not use mail-in ballots. The military uses absentee ballots, which are a solicited ballot. They're not the same thing as these fake-ass mail-in ballots that Joe Biden and his people are telling you to use, because those are invalid, and you're going to find out real soon. Amy Coney Barrett and the rest of the Supreme Court, their job is to interpret the Constitution and uphold the laws how they see fit. And of course, the Democrats are, oh, Roe v. Wade, she's going to overturn Roe v. Wade. Oh my God, my abortions. How am I going to kill all these babies? I've not heard any talk about Roe v. Wade even being on the ballot, to be spoken about. Trump was a registered Democrat for a long time, and I believe was pro-choice for a long time. I'm not sure where he stands on that now, but he's clearly not mega pro-life. He's not super over-the-top Mike Pence type pro-life. So to think that he's nominating a justice before the election so that they can take away your rights to kill babies, I think is a little absurd. They've been doing it for a long time in this country, and nobody's ever been able to stop them. So maybe they'll put some limits on it. Maybe they'll say, hey, you can't kill your baby after it's born, or you can't have an abortion when your baby's 9 months old and could live outside the womb. Yeah, limitations would probably be a good thing. I mean, for fuck's sake, I have limitations on my guns. I can't go to Walmart and pick up a M249. I would love to. Looking at you, Walmart. Laws have limitations, and the job of the Supreme Court is to understand those limitations and to understand the rights that are afforded to us and make sure that we understand them, to make sure that we are protected as Americans and that our rights are protected. It's a special country that we live in. And if we allow the liberal left to erode our values, our laws, our way of life, it won't be long before we're the new Rome, the new Greece, the new Venezuela. Name one. Countries are falling apart all over the place, and we're in line. Rona. Let's talk about the Rona. Every single day, I check my news feed, and what do I see? Oh, X more cases in this state, and X more cases in this town, and this restaurant just had an explosion of 19 new COVID cases, and this establishment just had an outbreak. the funny part about it is, though, all these news media outlets that are pushing this fear about COVID-19 they refuse to give you the actual details, the real information that is most critical to our decision making when it comes to safety, our life safety, our health, and the well-being of everybody. The average age of people who die with COVID is older than the average age of people who die from natural causes. The people that are dying from COVID are 70 plus years old. They won't tell you this in the media because it doesn't help with their narrative. And they say, oh, the kids, we got to worry about the kids. How many fucking kids have died from COVID in New Hampshire? How many? I don't think any. I don't think there's been a single one. Every single time I see deaths listed as COVID, for a while they were saying on WMUR, X amount of people died. This many of them were over 60, and of course it was always all of them. All of them. They didn't list that they had diabetes. They didn't list that they had liver damage, heart problems, asthma, already diagnosed with pneumonia. This disease, this virus, only affects a very specific portion of the country. So why, 7 months into our 2 weeks to flatten the curve, are we still talking about shutting down businesses again? Are we still talking about this second wave? Are we still talking about, oh my God, we've had 119 more cases this week alone? How many fucking people died? None. Nobody's dying. Except for old boomers. And I'm sorry, boomers. It sucks, but guess what? If you already got 1 foot out the door and COVID's just gonna fucking give you that little bump you need, you're already halfway there, man. Hope you had a good life. It's fucking crazy. People are killing themselves. People are killing their family members. There's shootouts in the streets. It's madness. Drug abuse is through the roof. Alcohol abuse. Domestic violence. People are losing their minds. I'm one of them. I've been losing my fucking shit, man. This is not how life should be. We shouldn't be constantly put into this state of fear. Oh my God, if I go into Walmart, am I going to fucking die? I need milk really, really bad, but I don't want to die. So I have to make this choice, and then I have to go home and I have to say, oh my God, what if I got a little piece of COVID on my arm? What if I got a little piece of COVID on my shirt? Oh my God, I'm going to get sick and I'm going to die, and nobody's going to be there for my kids. And then people get it and they go, fuck, man, I got the Rona. 2 days later, they're fucking better. This mic is creeping on my face again. Quit creeping, Mike. Quit creeping, Michael. Michael, quit it. You're in my face, bruh. You're in my face. That was a little much. Right there. That's where I want it. So what the fuck, bruh? How long are we gonna do this? There was a couple outbreaks in restaurants here in Concord, one of which I was very happy about, by the way. I was very, very glad to see this particular restaurant get their doors shut. Just because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. But there's other establishments here in Concord that I care about, and I don't want to see their doors closed. And to be completely honest, I don't want to see anybody's doors closed. As much as I love seeing karma bite somebody in the ass, there's people there that have bills to pay that I don't have any problem with. We are destroying people's livelihoods, and making it impossible for people to feel okay about anything. And then, of course, you have these fucking virtue signaling retards who drive around in their car with a mask on by themselves. Who do you think you're saving? Like, do you actually think you're saving somebody by doing this? It's crazy. And then I go into the store. Now, I'm an anti-masker, and I absolutely flat out refuse to wear a mask unless I am forced to. I'll leave a store. I've gone into stores before, put stuff on the counter, and they're like, oh, you need to have a mask on. Well, I'm already standing here at the counter, and I don't have a fucking mask with me, so what are we going to do here? Are you going to kick me out? Yep. Okay. So I'll put my shit down on the counter and leave. Fine, you're not getting my business. I don't care. I'll go somewhere else. I'll drive around all day to find a store that'll let me in without a mask on, and I always do. I don't have to drive around all day. I know where the stores are that don't ever say anything about the masks. I've had people actually tell me, I will sell you a mask for $1.45. Oh, okay, so here, let me go grab my Monster. I'm going to put it on the counter. I'm going to take out my paper money, because, yeah, I still use cash all the fucking time. Fuck you, Uncle Sam. I'm going to take out my paper money. I'm going to hand it to you to pay for my Monster and this mask that I'm going to then put on my face after our transaction is over and walk out of the store? Yeah. Good plan. Solid plan. Saving the world. And it's always little fat trolls, little fucking, they've never had any power in their life. They can't get a boyfriend. Fucking pussy probably stinks. And they just want somebody to push around. And guess what? It's the bearded bastard. Mask on. You can't be in here. I have to make you leave unless you get a mask. People are dying. Think of the boomers. Think of the boomers. And you know what's really funny? You know what makes me laugh more than anything is the people that are fucking screaming at people in stores to put a mask on, the people that are out there screaming their virtues of the highest order, making sure everybody knows just how special they are, how much they care, how much they're doing their part to flatten the curve, and we need to look out for other people, are the same people who want full-term abortions. The same people that literally will fucking make a shirt that said, I had an abortion and I'm proud of it. These are the people in the pussy hats telling you to save the boomers. That logic doesn't work with me, man. That logic is trash. Save the boomers and kill the babies. It seems ass backwards. Shouldn't we be less worried about the boomers who are already on their way out the door and have already contributed all that they can to society? Shouldn't we be more worried about the next generation coming in and providing resources for them and making sure that they have a safe world to grow up in? Like this, it's craziness. Kill babies and fucking hang on to the 85-year-old boomers so we can enjoy their dementia with them, I guess. I don't fucking know. So there you have it. There's my opinions on Amy Coney Barrett and the Rona. Also, don't take my statements as comparing boomers and abortion to me being some crazy anti-abortion guy. I think there's a place for it. I think that there are certain instances, but I also very much appreciate how special human life is, and being responsible for creating a couple human lives. I understand exactly what you miss out on when you kill a child before you give it a chance to breathe. It's just my opinion. I don't fucking care if you like it. So, this is Skylar with Savage Truth 603. You find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter sometimes. Blasting Benny Savage on SoundCloud. You can listen to my shitty ass music. Like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Benny's Backyard 2021. Get it, bitches.